So this guy and this guy claim that you can last longer in bed if you use the penis root masturbation technique, which is backed up by science. So in this video, we're gonna review the technique, we're gonna take a look at the study and find out if it actually works or doesn't. Let's go. What is penis root masturbation? Let me show you. This banana will represent the penis, right? So that's your banana, that's the tip, and this is the root where you have the balls hanging nice and deep. So if you masturbate only with the root of your penis and you do it for 3 months straight, then allegedly you'll be able to last longer in bed. Let's mark this area in red. If you stimulate during your masturbation only the root, the lower third of your penis, represented by the red line here, the red line. So this is the area you are allowed to masturbate. You do not touch the tip of your penis, right, during this masturbation. So you don't touch this. You masturbate only at the lower third of your penis. Is it even in focus? Come on. Right now we are in focus very nicely. So this is the root of your penis. This is the tip, and you masturbate only here. This is the tip of your penis. This is the root. Here you have the balls hanging, and the lower third of your penis is what you are allowed to stimulate. So you basically masturbate only at the lower third of your penis. And if you do that for 3 months straight, 3 times a week, then you allegedly will last longer in bed. That is what the new study seems to show. It's actually not that new, it's from 2019, but there are a couple of problems with the study. So in this video, we're gonna take a look at the study, see why it's a waste of time and what you should do instead if you want to last longer in bed. So let's jump right into the study. Like I said, it's from 2019 from China. They had 9 participants with lifelong PE. That is the first problem, actually. They had only 9 participants with lifelong PE. Okay, let's take a look at the study. Regular penis root masturbation, a novel behavioral therapy, and the treatment of premature ejaculation. Sounds promising. You can read the study completely if you want, but let me just show you a couple of things. So here's again how you masturbate at the root of your penis. So what they did, they had 9 heterosexual men with primary PE who completed the self-controlled study. After the 3-month penis root masturbation training, the median lasting time increased from 60 seconds to 180 seconds on average. Again, you can read the study completely, but let me just give you the results. They had to practice 3 times a week. Every time they masturbated, they weren't allowed to orgasm for 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. They had to do this root penis masturbation. So at least for 15 minutes they had to do it. If they felt an urge to ejaculate, they had to stop and then continue later. So they had to do it in total for 10 to 15 minutes straight, and only then they were allowed to ejaculate. And of course they did. But here's the main point. They had to do it additionally to regular intercourse. So in this study, only men with sexual partners were allowed to participate in the study. If you're single, you couldn't participate, because the scientists needed you to have regular intercourse additionally to this masturbation practice. So what were the results? On average, they went from 1 minute to 3 minutes. But here are the 3 problems with the study. First of all, I don't know about you, but 3 minutes is not really enough. After 3 months of practicing, only 3 minutes additionally, or not additionally, 2 minutes additionally on average, instead of 1, I don't know, I need intensive bam 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 sex. And the girls crave it as well. The second problem is it's basically useless for sex. There's a quote on Reddit which sums it up pretty nicely. How would not touching the head of the penis during masturbation make you last longer when the head will be touched during regular sex? Wouldn't it make it more sensitive when it's finally touched? I couldn't agree more. So basically you train for sex where you won't have your glands stimulated. So you basically train for sex where you don't have the stimulation of the glands. I don't know how realistic it is, but the biggest problem with the study is something else. It's a misinterpretation of the results. The scientists thought, okay, the guys went from 1 minute to 3 minutes because of the penis root masturbation technique, right? That's what I thought. But in reality, the main reason for success, if you can call it that, is just more frequent ejaculations per week. To be exact, on average, 3 more ejaculations. So what they had before is they had guys who on average had 3 sexual intercourses per week. You can see it in the study. Here you can see it. Characteristics of the 9 participants in this study. You have the age and you have frequency of intercourse times per week, and on average it's about 3. So what the scientists did is they said, okay, you keep your 3 intercourses per week, but on top of that you will masturbate. And very often, of course, they masturbated before it and then they ejaculated, and most likely they waited a little bit, like 1 or 2 hours, and then they had their regular intercourse. And then it's just normal, then you will last longer. It's basically nothing new. Of course, if you ejaculate more, if you ejaculate on the same day before intercourse, of course you will last longer. So, of course, it doesn't matter how you masturbate. You can just go and masturbate pretty quickly and then wait an hour and have sex after this. Of course you will last longer in bed. But as you can see, they lasted only 2 minutes longer on average. And it's not something to brag about. It's not something to write home about. It's not something that we pursue. We want real long, intense, sexy time. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, sorry. So again, instead of 3 ejaculations per week, they had 6 ejaculations per week. Basically, it was just second round of sex that they had, which most of the time makes you last longer in bed. If not, then it probably has to do with some anxiety and so on, but that's a topic for another video. And also they had no control group. If they had 9 additional participants who would just masturbate normally before sex, like 1 hour before sex, and then had sex, of course, most likely they would also last longer in bed, but they didn't have this control group. I don't mean to be condescending, the scientists do their best, but if they don't see the obvious reason why the participants lasted longer, it's just ridiculous. So is this penis root masturbation exercise any good for you if you want to last longer in bed? In my opinion, it's just waste of time. Instead of wasting your time with penis root masturbation, better use the same time to learn the core techniques and methodology I teach in my coaching and in my courses to last longer in bed. Take care of your limiting beliefs, get rid of your anxiety, your performance anxiety, change your behavior in sex, and you will have amazing, long, satisfying, intense sex. And most likely, it will be way more than 3 to 5 minutes. So if you have PE and you need help with this, just book a free call through the link in the description. We're gonna go through your situation, we'll see what's possible and see if I can help you. And if yes, we can start the coaching and make you a sex machine. Yeah. And I'll see you in the next video.